Namaste. We continue to pick up from what we dropped before. And here is some of the enlightening experiences that you already experienced. This is something that naturally just happened without any reason and without any pre-warning, if I may say, such as near-death experiences, out-of-body experiences, afterlife visitations, that is your grandmother, grandfather, great grandfather, or your parents. So some of these family members are your spiritual guides, spiritual teachers, spiritual masters as well. They may visit after their passing. And when they visit you, you experience this divine presence, this just super happy, just total bliss. There's no reason for it, but you feel the presence of love. You feel that love, pure love. And this experience can also happen in your dreams. And some of the experience can happen through your individual meditation, chanting, dancing. And of course, this divine experience can happen in a very sacred space, such as a specific mountain, a specific waterfall, a forest, or in any of those spiritual temples where God deities resides. Or some of the experiences that I don't know, but you know, only because only you had experienced that. And you might not even read or heard from any internet, any books at all, but you had that experience of just profound knowing that you are one with God, that you receive significant, unexplainable healing. Some of those fear, some of those doubts, some of your grief magically just disappeared. So all of these are considered enlightening experience. And of course, there are other kind of enlightening experiences that are being facilitated to you, such as my personal practice that I deliver pastliferegression, quantum healing hypnosis therapy, and life between life therapy. And other healing also including sound, shamanic practice, and group meditation, group dancing, shake medicine, group chanting, group yoga, and also group psychedelic experiences. So this group or in this experience that's being facilitated to you, that can also facilitate you experience the divine. And also there may be a method that that I don't know of. So whether it's delivered by somebody or experienced on yourself alone, these are all profound of meeting God and meeting the divine. And one thing I wanted to point out is what you have experienced is a taste of the God. It's a slice of the divine, but it may or may not necessarily the divine. What happens in my life throughout my interaction with many of my friends, some of them, they really had a wonderful, profound experience. And they are craving for that experiences again, and again. And that becomes attachment to the experiences. So if you are using substance or depend on certain chemical, certain object to attain this meeting divine, be mindful of this attachment to a certain experience. And we will explain in samadhi in the future, perhaps tomorrow. In that video, I will talk about the different level of samadhi, different level of jhana. The higher jhana does not include any desire or any attachment to any of these lightening or enlightening experience. it's not an attachment to this physical bodily experience. But having all this kind of enlightening experience definitely will help you to heal, will help you to understand who I am, will help you to go higher or wanting to go higher. So it does serve a very profound and important purpose in our lives, these sort of experiences. Now, you have understand the different spiritual practices, different religions, understand the core essence is the same, because all of those practices are the manifestation of the divine, are the appearance of the non-duality. So all of those practices, they are part of duality. They're part of the dual experience. Dual means two ways. Two ways means we're here to experience darkness and the light. We're here to experience the day and the night. We're here to experience good and the bad. We're here to experience happiness and pain, grief, loss, guilt and shame, all number of things. That's the nature of duality. As Buddha says, the first noble truth, life is suffering, or life involves suffering. And you know that everybody around you had suffered from more or less certain kind of a pain, certain kind of a losses. But each experiences will help you to push further and to guide you to reach where you truly belong to. And this exercise may take lifetimes or may take a few up and downs. But each experience is pushing you to wake up, to know the true self, or to push you to ask why this happens to me. Once you understand the nature of duality, then it is easy for you to discern and rise higher. When I say rise higher, it's steadily you are absorbing the divine consciousness to lift your vibration, to shift the energy within you, to dispel the darkness, and to absorb yourself in pure light and pure bliss. So in the non-dual world, commonly or typically, if you look at many of the YouTube teachers, such as Ramana Maharishi, Nisargadatta, modern teachers, we have Eckhart Tolle, we have Jim Newman, we have Tony Parson. So all of these teachers, they have described the non-duality concept in different language. So here I summarize the major teachings. Nothing exists, no one is here, nothing needs to be done. There's no achievement, there's no enlightenment. It's neither perception nor non-perception. There's no right or wrong. There's no light or darkness. Now, these concepts may be shocking, may be profoundly against what you believe, against your belief. And you may just protest. I don't like this. This is not for me. Non-Jew is not for me. That is perfectly fine, because if we look at those different religions, their existence on Earth's planet, each one follows a path, but the goal is the same, to be united with God. Non-Jew says that there's no division between I and the God. So I have already arrived. It's simply that. So acceptance becomes a key. And your question may be, why I cannot accept that I am God? I have arrived the position of non-suffering, non-concepts, non-emotions, no darkness, no light. But hang on, I love my light experience. I love this pleasuring experience that my body experience during yoga pranayama, during shamanic experiences, during psychedelic experiences. Now, all of those are illusions, whether you accept it or not. So how do you actually utilize this information that are now gifted to you to walk on a path that is lighter, that is happier, that is healthier? Do we need a guru? Do we follow a system or not? I'd say, first, before you follow a guru, before you follow your system, or you want to jump another system, you want to be rid of what you are in, your cultural background. Sometimes those cultural background can be very, very suffocating. But you have to follow your beliefs. Follow your beliefs is not necessarily follow your desire, but follow your beliefs. Finding a physical teacher, physical guru, or on YouTube, a virtual teacher, as many of the teachers, these days, everything information is made so accessible from everywhere. Follow a teacher is important. It's practical. Now, who is your teacher? You must open your eyes, open your third eye, not physical eyes. Follow your third eye, follow your instinct, follow your psychic ability to see him or her clearly. Not everyone is a master, not everyone is a guru. Don't follow the title. Oh, he is an abbot. Oh, he is the leader of the center. Oh, she is a Kundalini teacher. Oh, she is a master of this region. Now, this can be all quite deceiving. So you must see, what does this master or teacher do? Has he or she help you to dissolve your illusions, help you to release your pain or not? Money comes to a very important aspect for you to observe who they really are. In my opinion, my humble opinion, charging money is totally okay, because this body or that master out there, they need to eat, they need to sleep, they need to have shelter, they need to have clothes. So where does the money come from? Comes from donations, come from charging a fee. Yeah, Buddha charges fee, Vipassana charges a fee, but it's in the name of donation. It is how they say it out, how much energy they put in charging you a fee. So the format really does not matter, in my opinion, whether they charge a fee or whether it's purely donation based. It is how much money they put into it, keep on asking you to give money, give money, give money. Or do they say this is not enough? Do they really focus on collecting money? So this you need to see it clearly. If they charge something that's reasonable, that's totally fine, in my opinion. The temple needs somebody to build. The bricks, the wooden material needs to be purchased. That is all money exchange. Yeah, money exchange meaning it's energy exchange. And that's totally fine. So long the teacher is not focused on collecting money by sharing one or two sentences. So see it clearly, see it from a higher perspective. And if you had some negative experience with a teacher, with a master, and that is totally okay, because each experience is valid for your growth. If you feel like you're betrayed, you're being letting down, let that go. Focus on learning from that experience and do not make that mistake again, which means do not blindly follow any teacher, any master, so that your path is made easier. Once you can see, follow yourself, trust yourself. How many times that we do not follow, or you do not follow your instincts? Learn from that, learn from your experience, so that you can actually obtain higher understanding, higher awareness, so that you don't need to walk on a winding path, a rocky path, and see really clearly. So my takeaway for you, or my gift for you today, is that synergy, using different methods together and follow your beliefs. Because not one method can help you to stop your struggle. If you practice Buddhism, that eightfold path, it's a tough journey, if I may say. As I said, just one thing, austerity, most of us cannot follow that. Most of us cannot get up at 5 o'clock, no food after 12 o'clock, and just wearing one monk attire for the entire life. How many of you can do that? Not even me. But then, is that okay? I would say that's totally okay. So long you're not attached with this bodily experience. So I may wear brown today, tomorrow I wear pink, the day after tomorrow I wear blue, the day after tomorrow I wear red. So how does it matter to my spiritual awareness, to me sharing what I have experienced? It doesn't. So long we are not attached to this body, we're not identifying I as the body, and that is okay. That is okay. So if the system you follow does not work for you, then you look outside of your system, because we cannot simply pulling you out of the system. For example, this Muslim system, Muslim practice can be very, very heavy, very, very, I'd say sometimes it's causing trauma. So is Christianity, it causes trauma, but can we immediately release you from your environment? Maybe not. But coming to spend time with us, help many to understand where you actually stand, where does the body actually live in. And through your mind, if I may say the word mind here, you expand from where the body is. You may be born as Christ consciousness, or you may be born as Jewish. Some of the practice may be really against your idea of freedom. Then it causes a lot of trauma, painful experience. Because the teaching that we are receiving today has been rewritten many times, countless times. The human has injected these individual ideas into the original God's teaching. So it's not as pure as it's supposed to be, if I may say so. So you must find your way, finding the purity within, finding your bliss. And you can see of all the teaching, all the system, all the religions around, only two systems that cultivate meditation. That is Buddhism and Hinduism. I'm not saying that you have to becoming a Buddha or Buddhist or a Hindi in order to practice meditation. Meditation is everywhere, and you are meditation. Be flexible, yeah? Be okay. Relax about what you know. Relax about the culture that you were born into. And then utilize the different tools that you learn from different teachers, put them together and develop your own system. Non-Jew is a painful past to many. Yes, there would be this painful peeling of the ego. Like an onion, the old layers that does not serve you need to be gone, need to be destroyed, so that your inner light can shine through. And enlightenment, many people seeking enlightenment. And some teachers will say enlightenment does not exist. And non-dualists say they do not exist. It's all here. It's already here. You are already enlightened. But if you're already enlightened, why do we still suffer? This does not make sense, right? So you simply follow your bliss. You may do yoga, you may do meditation, and that's totally fine, because these are the tools that help you to reach non-dual, help you to sustain non-duality. help you to be free from your mind and body attachment. See it clearly and do what the body can do, and it's okay. Sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we do not have a right teacher with us. And sometimes we go through really, really dark time. And that's okay. That's okay. Only few were born as avatar, as an enlightened beings. Most of us go through ups and downs, make many mistakes, make mistakes that we call it's horror, it's a nightmare, or make mistakes that we cannot forgive us. Let it go. It's all temporal. As the Buddha says, this is all impermanent. Impermanent. So once we let all of these physical experiences go, whether it's negative or positive, then we can steadily sit here, accept that we have arrived in a non-dual position. There is no good and bad. Something just happened. And this happening is not permanent. So let it come, let it go. So as thought, let its thought come, let its thought go. Do not engage with any of this. Practice, practice, practice until you're not attached to your practices anymore. If you look around those masters, they don't do yoga. They don't do meditation. It's all done. It's all done deal. It's all have been achieved. No need yoga, because the yoga does give you this physical identification and gratification. Wow, I feel good. My body feels alive. I feel so much energy. Now I can jump high. I can run further. I look good. I look sexy. I look pretty. I smell good. All number of things. This is all total illusion because it's a temporal. I don't say that you cannot enjoy that, but be aware of the attachment to this physical body or physical body experience. Because all of this is temporal. In a non-dual place, in nirvana samadhi, there's no more experience. None. It's a dissolution of human mind, dissolution of human being. Thanks for watching. Be love and light. We'll see you in the next video.